Hey there, I'm KATHRYN DYER, and this is my husband.
KARL ZOLTAN.
And you're listening to
Can't Tell You Everything
Mini
Podcast. All right. Let's talk about our volunteering and helping out the world.
Or
through photography.
How about the story we ended up in the band's shower?
Flogging Molly.
So, we watch some documentaries sometimes.
Yes, we do.
We like documentaries about musicians.
That's right.
So we saw this documentary called The Man in the Camo Jacket. And this is a documentary about Mike Peters, who was the lead singer of a band called The Alarm.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a band I listened to. I still listen to. I have some of their albums. And this was the story of his fight with cancer.
Yep.
And how he overcame it and the tools he used. And what we had found out was he created a foundation called Love, Hope, Strength.
Right. And then it really touched us. And Kathy looked up the foundation and found that they were having a event in Sacramento. And we lived by Sacramento at the time. And we always volunteer and we try to give back to the community. So she signed us up to volunteer.
Let's back up a few steps. So he is correct. I looked up the foundation to see what they do. When I looked it up, one of the things they do is they have a booth at concerts.
Mm-hmm.
They get volunteers for these booths. And the purpose of the booth is to collect swabs for bone marrow matches.
Right. So they can find a match. And
so people swab themselves and put it in an envelope. And anyway, we didn't know what it was requiring of us, but they needed volunteers.
Right.
So they happen to need 2 volunteers, and there's 2 of us. So I signed us up.
Right.
I don't know if you've listened to any of the bands before. However,
Molly.
I was a huge Social Distortion fan all my life.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not when I was a baby, but I was their fan.
The Devil Makes Three.
Yes.
I love them.
Flogging Molly.
Flogging Molly.
And there was one other band, and I cannot recall
I
who
don't
they
recall.
were. We didn't see them because we were stuck in the booth at that point. So that's my story.
Right.
They gave us these shirts. Punk rock saves lives.
Mm-hmm.
Love, hope, strength. And we went and put those on. And then our job was to stand on our feet in this booth. The pre-show.
I stand on my feet usually when I stand too.
The point is there were no chairs.
No, that's true.
This goes into the point of the story.
Right. That's true.
I've had back pain a lot more since my cancer treatment, but we were standing for the pre-show, the show,
the whole thing.
And the guy running it was Rob Rover Rushing.
Right, great guy.
And he allowed us, there was one other girl volunteering, and then he would say, like, if you want to go listen to the band and then come back. And we had never heard The Devil Makes Three. And oh my gosh, I really loved that music.
I did too.
It was, and then they sang the song from P.S. I Love You.
Oh, that's one of our songs.
If you ever leave this world alive.
Yeah. Thank
God.
Nice song, yeah.
Anyway, I was crying. I was just standing there crying, listening to it. It was so touching because we knew we were there for a cancer charity.
It was great.
And then I have to say that crowd was very varied.
Awesome.
It was generations of families that had become fans of
Mom, Pop,
Flogging Molly or
grandkids,
Social Distortion.
Great group.
Yes, and such nice people. So we got a lot of swabs.
We did a lot of good.
We found out, which was good because I didn't know what to do. They swabbed themselves, put it in the envelope,
probably saved lives that night.
And then we write their info and
great cause.
Yeah, and then they also had some of the shirts for sale. And anyway, it was just.
And then Rob's dog. Remember the dog?
Yes,
he was a star.
Yes.
That dog drew people into the booth.
It was a corgi. It was a corgi, and he had a punk rock vest on.
It was awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. So he worked the crowd, buddy.
Yeah. So anyway, we're standing, and like I said, my back's hurting. And I guess by the end of the show.
Yeah, we were doing the CBD. No, we were selling, or not selling, but
No.
telling people about CBD
So,
oil on that same booth.
The bass player for Flogging Molly,
Nathan Maxwell.
Nathan Maxwell, also has with his wife Shelby AO Hemp. And AO Hemp, I think they're out of Colorado, makes like CBD products, so lotions, CBD, and this is not sponsored. We're not advertising.
It helped
this
Kathy.
Is just a story.
This is just personal stuff.
So anyway, we didn't know really much about this or anything. My back was killing me though. So by the time the show was over, Nathan Maxwell was very kind, and he came by the booth and introduced himself and met us. And then he took off. He had to go, of course, he had to go do stuff. They have like backstage, whatever. And I think I had mentioned that my back was hurting.
No, you did.
Something about it.
The product. Is it
and he said, I'm going to go see if I have any of that lotion. I'll bring it back or whatever. And then he came back at some point and he said, well, just come with me. Right. He said, like, you guys just come with me. Right,
because we were going to put it on and try it on your back because you were sore from standing all day, so you had some pain.
Yeah, but I was just thinking he was going to give. I didn't know what's going to happen.
Right. Who the hell knows?
We're walking back there, down and kind of to where their backstage section,
their dressing room.
Yes, their dressing room, and we walk by the three people from The Devil Makes Three. They're sitting there having a drink after their show.
Well, they got to chill. They worked
so we're saying like, hi, great show, and then we go and we end up in their dressing room,
Flogging Molly's.
And Flogging Molly's dressing room.
I don't know if they all have their portion.
I think it was like the accordion player.
Yeah.
Was sitting there.
Yeah.
And then so Nathan asked him,
he's probably wondering what the hell we're doing in there.
Do you have any of that lotion in your like those rolling trunk kind of things? So anyways, he got the lotion out and then he hands it to Karl and he says, if you guys go around the corner there into the showers, you could go ahead and put some on her back.
It was good and very nice. I got it. We put it on and it worked pretty damn quick.
It was literally the
awesome.
Best thing I've ever tried. And I kid you not, I bought one for my mom.
Yep.
I bought one for your son.
My son. That's right.
Because they both had muscle pain. My mom has said it's like one of the best things she's tried. And it's so amazing because I would have never tried that if we did not watch that documentary. Right. We did not hear about this foundation and then look it up and happen to have a show like the next day in our town.
Right. It worked. It happened for a reason.
So this is another story of serendipity or fate.
Absolutely.
Obviously since the show I ordered some. And again, this is not sponsored. This is not us pushing any product. It's literally just how these things pop into your life. And next thing you know, you end up in the shower for the band. Right. And I have to say it was one of the oddest experiences.
Yeah, we're looking at each other going, who the hell would have ever thought this was going to happen?
Right.
And you're going, but Nathan was such a nice guy. He believes in his product. It's there to help people because that's what CBD's for. Mm-hmm. And he takes pride in the product he makes to have quality product.
And one thing we found out, their products don't have any THC in them. It's just CBD.
Right.
And so when I bought it, it came like packaged really nice. Right. And it was good to support them back.
Absolutely.
Because and then since then we've bought several albums.
Well, yeah, we always do that. We got 1,700 albums now.
It was really nice show because they were signing the albums. They signed the merch as you buy
The Devil Makes Three.
Right.
Remember, we bought the album and then we're going, because we don't do that stuff. I mean, whatever. But then there's no line.
Oh, we'll put up the picture they posted with us. It was really, really.
But they're out there. Yeah. There's nobody there. They should have been gone like a half hour ago. And we go, should we? And we go, what the hell?
So literally, punk rock does save lives.
It was awesome. That's fact.
Yeah.
And he's.
Yes. So it was a very cool experience that I would have, if you would have ever told me I'd end up in the shower of a band's dressing room having Karl put CBD lotion on me, that they got out of the case of the accordion player.
Right. Nathan was out. He couldn't find his, so he took that one.
Right.
And man, I'm putting it on there. And it really did work. I was so happy that it really helped Kathy.
It did. I have my own.
And that was the first time you had pain. And we told Nathan that. It's no BS. And it meant a lot to him.
He's passionate about his products.
And everything we do on this podcast has to do with passion. The people we interview have passion. People we talk about have passion. And Nathan had passion. And so
he definitely did, because I don't know if his friend was thinking, why is he bringing these people
I could see the look on his face,
room?
like, what the, but it's all right. We got Kathy taken care of. Nathan.
I'm taking better too.
Anyway, so volunteer, do anything, do something you wouldn't usually do. You never know what'll happen.
And it really was one of those things, Karl, down to the day I was kind of thinking, do I want to put myself out there and do this? Because we didn't know what our job was going to be.
We're going in unknown.
Right.
But we have hearts, we care, and we'll do it. And this was a hell of a story. It was a great experience. And if you don't take that first step, you will never have an experience like that unless you put yourself out there.
And we've stayed in touch with Nathan over Instagram.
Right.
And
just got married.
Online. Yeah. And anyway, so you just never know where these things lead you in life.
Take a chance.
That is something we could tell you in a mini.
All right. Have a good one.